mbazo metonka.
Na Kumasi te say.
Erade adum Kumasi boko. Ena akwa afufi de ya. Di farmers de Ghana dey. Now him say the BID I want from Kojima. For the people of Kumasi, if it's a holiday, then football bakuma. Now I say abayi. So Kumasi is pretty much good. Exciting moment awaiting us at 4 p.m.
Okay, I have Farmers Day there. Na where do you be da? Yeah, where do you be da?
I Media Alasada.
Alasa.
Aye.
The bro for dini say.
Ni na da odi bayi.
Ebi una we do you una also catch rate here for.
Any something here.
You?
I need to how one.
Okay, Nana, happy Farmers Day. Nana boy, mumu ko do Thursday. Ebe seen there. Day na see. Ebe seen there. Ewo Kumasi. Na anticipation it to say. Enye Medeama home. Oma ba Kumasi. Oma jomu say. Na boy mu.
All right. You be the catch. Max FM, Maximum FM. It's here for you now. Omo share on Facebook. Omo it's here on YouTube. And omo it's here online. Yeah, there will be a say. And I quite fufi they are. Yes, I bought farmers about you now almost so any other jet. It's the most authoritative and best mid-morning sports show in Ghana. Max Sports Park, Max 89.7. You know, but I Ediababedu Kumasi, a Cup Champions League gamer, Medeama Sporting Club, Omoe Ghanaian champions, Omani CR Belouizdad, our free Algeria, Edi Boyni, said the name no. Games are Edi Kamba and Auchi Chemu. Now, Medeama Echo Cairo Ekudin Kugu by 3-0 to Al Ali. And I bet that that's a share young Africans trying to from younger by 3-0. In CC Okunuma Kwediama Medeama also Queen Biasno, I can't see on Boni Fidi, also on Edin Kunim, Nankani Subu also meeting a knockout stages and they're so next me at Dedi, Ewo, Kumasa Bontinso and Navy. It's Medeama team there. If we don't free Cairo by and I won't do any chair a Kumasi. Minokasi, Omo, Okutela, or Anna, Titi, Joada, Omo, Ada, Yitini, Ibium Kribo, Paju, Ibum Kribo, Prempe College, Ibisum Timibo, Baba Sports Stadium. Now, Ananu Quada, and a Medeama Force, Sebi, Ultimi, Enko, Ubifia, if you run Ankasano, Unconcochano, and see Ondru Kumasi. Onye training Joada, Bnada, Ukwada, and a team na Edwin any chairmanship, a coach Otiko Koso, 2-4 to the second. Na Omogini Shira, na on Sanji, Nin Semum Paibo, na on so Estre or Do Emma Utumfana Montua, to say Confanochi Teaching Hospital. You bet me upgrading now, our phone ya Sour Santimamu. For a set fund be our for donating. Into Medeama team also donate $800. Yin some Medeama Kumasi team on to Takwa Dumpimo and on Mabe Team Kumasi to Takwa Dumpim. So traditional council also donated 2,000 Ghana cedis. 800 from the Medeama Sporting Club and then 2,000 Ghana cedis from Takwa Fono and I am for now Takwano. And now Utum for so a country on so on from Kundi Emra. Na on share asantima eno nyam se nyina ni no to be a Ghana for you say about media space no dia the home of sports and football IMAX media no to say I will be at here to say Kumasi is the home a spiritual home of Ghana football in stadium in Ghana World Cup qualifiers in Kumasi into two for dia so on say omomu asantima ni ma so omomu Ghana for ni ma say on from kunim di emrab we na dreams for so buy also sa pepe and on Begin and some Mishra and Ampaibo. In Canada, Yawanda, say the calf and ran it, say, I dear between amiable continental gamer, since me no Bisha Kano, a queen that was 1 million any century for Ebisia, only century for Susha, Gupama Ebisi Swakano, now almost your account was a step by ya, also so Ebu said that Gupamana and some Puna Kinsi Nankasa, in their shitting run. 11 a.m. and a Medeama Sporting Club. Almost I friend Coach Evans Adote. When I branch Bakwa, I friend Theophilus Anoba. Anoba no Akosia can Egypt. That one of the most experienced players of Medeama team. Omu any central for any big shy. CAF media officer, at this part can see we air Ghana in this year. Former GFA spokesperson and former BBC journalist Ibrahim Sani Dara. Into no ena bisa osebia ufi Jumoku Benu Abu Nadia. As small person bisa coach and asa no bano. No busa. Yankani na mfuano. Coach ni ano ban small mukano bon tofa. Omu na wa reshimu jide se Medeama betime nyam kunim. On jide se achia su emuye. Omsom kodi nkugo Egypt. Eso no they see anano no. Onyi se betime sichina. Asene. Entino o de on san se stop one mrago pamano so. On for much time title lechi. Eduru baby di kura no kunumi edian. Amamu na no mo change team no. Also they say the respect my ali fond do. Entino no ma full master. Entino say no. Omo say say Champions League is for the big boys. It's a different ball game. And it is one person we are relevant as Ghanaian champions in continental club football. It all begins today at the Baba Yara Stadium at 4 p.m. Almost a resounding victory over Medeama Sporting Club. Almost fans now, every time Enya and Jane. Only a Belouizdad for him, so anything just. It is only the end. On said anti-Brofintino, a couple of no be achieving. French mama, Momom French and no be achieving more bro. Mom, the more kind and say, Omo Champions League, yen number, Omo Bubia Baba, it's and yeah, that died the moment. Omojide says, if you're more Champions League, in fear, more progressive, sometimes even to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, near the Adeno. So I'd be kind of the dome when they respect Medeama as champions. Omo Medeama clips, Omo Medeama game, Omo boy, Omo Sibia, Omo first for exploiting Medeama weak points. Now Omo Medeama in Kunim game. You a ball 4 p.m. That's kickoff time. Come here, we see a kind of run and a Belouizdad on the training session and a CAF mandatory session on the first 15 minutes now open to the media. After 15 minutes, is more open to the media. Into 15 minutes now, you can't say any issue. They try to operate from the flanks. Only two flanks, not training here more concentrated on your crossover now. Now back four no almost so any that 3 front men no any pre-ball no. To see how you say yeah almost back with a 3-5-2 approach and I say be defensively and conservative and then catch Medeama on the break. But I'll check how many younger game now because it was a home game. They went all out using all the spaces, creating all the avenues to, make inroads into enemy territory, and when you saw wings, and they were able to get 3 goals. But we're in a away game, so I envisage that the approach should be very different, and it's going to be more of a cautious approach to the game. And, only Medeama as own training. Now, Medeama training, which Musena a Nibeso. I do take Nene Oshep Medeama Mancheno, body language. I say, Oma Debiaira, Omusho Uma, the training was as intense as, a high profile game. I want to say, and we have what we call the possibles and the probables. See, yeah, they might just make the first team. And Umu said, yeah, almost close to the first team. One member, 11v11 corner, it my 8v8, and I said, yeah, 7v7 now. It is what you kick about. No shot. A man to say Jonathan Sowa, or to say Joshua Arjman, or to say Forjo, or to say Lomuti, or to say Usabernardino. Omuna no more offensive movement now. I say Omuna the ball no Apia Baba Musamone, Nurudin Mone, Asmamo. I'm trying to think, the usual Medeama team you say parody for games they are more offensive minded. They do not, go into games defending and, say who are. But there's one problem with the Medeama setup that I picked up, and it's evident if you're watching the training. Medeama does not have a fit and a very, formidable left back as we speak. Menokati Fatao now, the friend of Black Stars, were put doctors not to say, and he said, or to injury. That guy has an eye for the AFCON place in Cote d'Ivoire next year.
Yeah.
So, he didn't train with the team yesterday. He had a bandaged ankle, and I do not think he's going to play. The next alternative is Abedu is a long-term injured player. Obobi Kwapache. So Adote is trying to improvise by shifting Kamara Dini Mahmoudou to left back and then bring Koja Mwaku to right back and then maintain Kofi Asma and Nuruddin as centre backs. It say Abrante Feno Jean Vital Oregano. One in Manomante, there's a contention where they say Obebo Omienu and also Obema Baba Musa any Bakwa Babebo. Offensively there. So I Feta is going to lead the attack. Fojo is expected to start. Then also Joshua Ajman, because it's a home game. They need goals. They want to kill the game early. They might be tempted to play 3 attackers or 2 attackers. But they say Medeama is well and good, and they know exactly what they are looking for in this game. Yeah, to say Nano Pano, yeah, there's going to be lots of buses coming from Takwa to support the team. So that's basically what has been happening here in Kumasi.
Nana anopa we yeda sorry ya te say Jonathan Sowa ne ho adokro ne kakra enya ade obetimi abo match no kra be na wo
on say me can say Jonathan Sowa ye fit he's the one who is going to lead the attack. I'm not a doctor. I've not spoken to the Medeama medical team. My hotel is like 10 minutes walking distance. And since I'm very close to the Medeama team now, I would not want to go by the internet stories. Although I'm not doubting the credibility of Minam for no mature stories, but I'd want to get a confirmation.
Yeah.
So if Jonathan Sowa tells me he's going to be more born and after me confirming from Medeama medical team, then I can make an informed statement about his absence. But you know what? Even if Jonathan Sowa does not play, I think Medeama has got what it takes to beat Belouizdad.
Okay, now Ojeya for say treatment I had more free in crime basic Kumasi no. I idea omo kata akoma calf say Medeama entry ti omo ye. Aye bia monya insight be to the story.
Now, Mekrapo, I've been a witness to these, figment of their imaginations and kind of saying conjuring these non-existent stories. Excuse me, I'm not being racist or I'm not trying to be, like divisive. But in the end, say, North Africa, antics, they frustrate even home teams. And these are part of the antics.
Yeah.
They will do things that are not acceptable. They will do provocative things. But when you try to tell them to do the right thing, then it turns out to be bad treatment. You see, a mamu mark park before 4 o'clock. About 3:45, most mobile park is about training. Who does that? And you'll be obviously prevented from entering the pitch at 3:45 when you're expected to come to the pitch at 4 p.m. Who the meet you say? Yes, mamu faha, must mefaha. Yes, mumedu ha time say, must yababe do time say. I'm saying that so nyoma we and nyoma bia omo ye to court sympathy, to bring attention to the game and shift Medeama's focus. Because you say if they get a draw from this game, they are 1 leg through the knockout stages because they are guaranteed of winning all their home games. But for maybe Ali with Mama tough time. So picking an away point is crucial, and these are tactics they are adopting to frustrate Medeama. No, most of the catch and I wouldn't say Kopona started reporting a calf. You know what I mean? So most of the there was an instance and Kopona start ice chest and bags na sifu na eco park and so abra yam training car. And these are things that are not acceptable. Who you training? How do you carry equipment and ice chest at the corporate and say mobile training to the players abra you could go to the touchline. These are things that almost when you tell them to stop, they say you are frustrating them. When they meet you, there are a lot of things that and thankfully there's a CAF media officer in Ibrahim Sanidad, there's a CAF instructor in Freda Champon, and there are other people who are mere witnesses. They made their complaint at the football club, but whether say observers, match commissioner, match coordinator, or anyone by arguing say their complaints are legitimate, is another question. But for me as a reporter who have covered them, I do not think they have any legitimate concerns.
Okay, now before you show what's the buses free Takwa free so I am free ba and you be a get fee no omodi atudwa ne boy for na.
I think it's fine. Moderate. It's good for an African football contests like the Champions League. I think it starts from 20 Ghana cities up until 300 Ghana cities. The 300 Ghana cities is the VVIP that comes with refreshments and, Medeama souvenirs. But it runs from 20, 40, 100, and eventually to 300. So, moderate.
Oh, nice. Nana Sunday Beja no then I will catch Ghana for Ebi Max TV, Ebi so beti updates no, updates no online. Then crash then opposite Ghana for your mommy Medeama in the year you bomb pay somebody 3 points Beka Kruma.
Like I said, the most successful club chairman in Ghana football. That's Mr. Tohoy. Or Nuna, or they have to put the Champions League. Kofi Sian era, I remember one day he told me something that if you're a journalist and you are working in your country domestically, you are not expected to take sides. You got to be objective and you have to know your boundaries. But the moment it becomes an international contest, you are giving a friend a national interest, and that one should reign supreme. We will say Jose Amusu objectivity before patriotism, but it didn't say a national interest.
Because
the more the countries who teams are performing in the Champions League go forward, the more or minus the more it creates opportunities or journalism, the more exposed footballers, almost contract for the more Ghana football also rising on the map of Africa. And support media time Medeama. Look, they should support Medeama because it's national interest. And message too, we are saying now enjoy it's got to be on Max TV, sports, entertainment, and more.
Darkwa, you better was say Sunday so you better unka. Enti ya do be see a crew ni na amaye say ka mra wo hwade anke bebe Kumasi dance na Darkwa.
All right, let me shout.
Enti enu na Darkwa na mutene nkano